What's good, Outlaws? It's your boy, the True 777. Finally, going to do a video that is just more predicated and dedicated to just about gaming. And with that being the case, I have this app right here, as you can see, called Fuze. Crystal Toast was the one who introduced me to this app as she made her comeback on YouTube. Well, she's been around, but made her full comeback, I guess you can say, on YouTube. And this is the app that she is choosing to interact with other gamers on. Now, Fuze is an amazing app. Okay, I'll leave. I don't have no problem with console warring. You see me do my videos, but I'll leave that to the X and things of that nature. I kind of want to get to the gaming part now. And as you can see here on this app, you can see people just put up their updates on their gaming reviews, right? Games they picked up, as you can see, all platforms. Um, Movies, just things of interesting in the gaming community. Superman official trailer. As you can see, there's Crystal. She did a game review on here. She's on here quite often, so if you were looking for her, there you go. Um, as you can see, Stardew Valley. Like I said, this is just a really dope app for people that want to be gamers. Watch this. I can go on the Stalker patch, right? No, I can go in the Stalker patch and you will see, like, they just said the size of the patch is huge, but it isn't like, oh, it's coming to PlayStation later, isn't a bunch of hate. It's just either they like it or they talk about the game. You know what I mean? Like, you have everything from Nintendo DS to PSP, people still playing these games, giving reviews, talking about them, because this is an actual app for people that just want to talk about gaming. May even have a debate, but it's not a console war space. And it goes back to the PlayStation 1, people just enjoying games, League of Legends, so forth and so on. You can see it has news, it keeps up to date with what's going on in the gaming industry, so you can get all your news here. And it gives you the articles, Destructoid, Gaming Bot, Kotaku, you know what I'm saying? So they keep you abreast about that. What's hot, you can see they got a giveaway. Um, just got a PlayStation 5 for itself for Christmas, and look at the comments. Not one, oh, Xbox is better, PC is better. Play, you know what I'm saying? It's just for gamers that just want to talk about games. Um, you can see I got notifications on Crystal, her review of the game. I think she just beat, but you got the activities and the systems. Now I want to get into my profile. Okay, we'll see right here. And you can see I have everything available for you to see, from PlayStation ID, Xbox ID, Nintendo Friends code. Um, you can go and check that at the very bottom of my profile. Okay, you can see my trophies are available. They're not hidden. And when you see a bunch of zeros on my thing in current time, it's because of PlayStation Stars. I needed to start all these games to get the little figurines and the points and all that stuff. Same thing with Xbox. Is I haven't played Xbox legitimately. I haven't owned an Xbox since 360. So as you can see, I had a 360. I played 360 games. I played my Xbox decent enough. Now, factual fact of the matter is, I did not play my Xbox as proficient as I do my PlayStation. Not even close. Particularly every time Xbox became my main source of gaming, I was doing something or somewhere where I wasn't gaming as much. So when I got my 360, I was in South Korea. I was in Camp Carroll in the military, and basically the last thing I was looking to do at a high level that I typically do was game, to be honest with you. But I did get my gaming in. It wasn't like, oh, I played Fable. You see, I got Fable 2. I didn't finish it. Vandal Hearts, Fable 3. I did the Gears of War. I'm not a big fan of that franchise. It's not no hate. That's just me being honest. Spectral Forces. Xbox didn't have the most RPGs at that time, and that's where I'm the most at. Blood Bowl. Um, Also, I have two Xbox accounts, just so that people know if they want to see my other one. I'm not hiding it. I'll show you. Uh, because I got locked out of that one, the Killer Coup Red. I got locked out of that particular account, and for whatever reason, I don't know if I was banned or what, but basically I got locked out and I had to make a new account. And then like some years later, I came back and just checked it, and finally I was able to get into the account. So I have two accounts. But What makes this app dope is, as you can see, I just joined in December 6th. Okay, that was this year, so 14 days ago. About I've only made 3 posts so far, and as you can see, one was about Infinite Nikki, very unique, but it really needs to it really needs inverted controls option. Well, I am having fun. It is super hard to play without inversion, so I'm not very good at the. I cannot play normal controls. I have to have an inverted. I can try, but the camera just be all over the place for me. So even though the game is actually really really fun, girly game or not, I struggle to play it because I can't do the game out of inverted. Tam Tam took me back to Pokemon, thoroughly enjoying that, and then I just showed everybody that I was playing Edge of Eternity. Um, so I got my own reviews, collections, and things of that nature. But what I really like is you can rate games, right? And I got 346 games rated, and that list will probably be in above 1,000 factually. And you can see what I rated, what I'm rating the most. I got a lot of good, decent. I don't have a lot of dislikes on my list, not as of yet. That was my review. You can see I got the top 5 genres that I play: venture, RPGs. Technically, by the end of this, I promise you, RPGs and strategy will be at the forefront. Adventure will probably be third. And I don't know exactly what's going to come out fourth and fifth, but we'll see once I'm fully done with my list, or up to date with my list, because you'll never be fully done because games will continue to come out. My top 5 developers are, as you see, but Square Enix is my number 1 developer. I know it says Capcom, but Square and Square Enix are the same company. Square is just what they were before they merged with Enix. Okay, so I got 4 games in the Square box, so that would be my number 1 company. Top 5 release years where I bought day and date games. I thought that was pretty cool. And now let's check out my space, right? So here's some of the dopest things about the app. You can see what you're playing. You can show people what you're playing, show people what you beat, your backlog, your wish list, your ratings. And then you can make these pretty cool things called collections, as well as you can see I got a background of One Piece. I'm a super anime fan, so you can make your own background. Of course, just in case you've seen, you have an avatar that can do your little thing with. I just put on the simple things that was available. As you grow and level, you unlock more clothes and stuff. I haven't changed them since. But you see I got my top 10, right? And then you go into it, it says my all-time top 10 games, right? And this was done the very first day I got on there. And you see my top 10 games, all legendary status. I absolutely love and adore these games. It was the first thing I did. I may give this a little thought, and the list will shift, but I can guarantee you there's only maybe 1 or 2 games that may fall out. Other than that, the list is pretty functional in my foundation in gaming. And then I got the list of how many games I beat this year, which I thought, which is cool. You can open for the more. It even explains that Clutter 1000 I have on my PlayStation 5. I never had it on the Switch, but they only have the Switch version, and I didn't buy it physically to be able to scan it for them, so that they can upload it. But if you have games, you can do this. You can go back and you can scan to search and also help them out with things. But they upload in batches. They don't upload when they have one new title. They upload in batches. So but yeah, I just think this is extremely cool, like to really show your love for gaming, to have a community of gamers that just talk and maybe have a slight debate, but no console war and no arguments. And as you can see, I beat 19 games this year. I played more, but I beat 19, right? I fully finished 19 games, as well as I will finish about 23. I'm like 2 chapters away from finish Edge of Eternity. We'll finish Hot Wheels before this year's up, and most likely we'll finish Tim before this year's up. I'm definitely not gonna finish Infinite Nikki, so that probably will go into next month, along with finishing uh, Pacific Drive. And there's another game that I wanted to finish. Those will be the start of my next year. I've been doing, as you can see, I've did new games. Rebirth came out this year, Grand Blue came out this year, Hell Divers came out this year, right? Plucky Squire, what else? One Piece Odyssey, if I'm not mistaken, came out this year. I think David the Diver came on PlayStation this year. Zao, the Tales of Zao came out this year, and I think Mystic Pillars. All the rest of them are backlog. I was trying to make sure I got a decent amount of backlog in there. But these are my top 10 out of everything I played for this year. Yeah, and so I wanted to show you this, right? When you go into a game, right, you just say you find whatever game you're looking for to put on any of your list. You have these options. It shows you everything. You can follow it. It shows you the systems that it's on, and then you have how was it, right? You could rate it. If you dislike it, you could click dislike, right? But if you thought it was terrible, like way worse than dislike, you click it again and you get awful. Okay, this game is definitely not awful, although there's a part of me, there's a part of this game that is direly important to me, and because Final Fantasy VII is my absolute all-time favorite game still to this day, and I don't think there's some things that are chipping at its heels, but it's still not there yet. So with that being the case, I almost had this feeling where I literally wanted to make it awful, because I was like, the ending is what made it awful for me. I disdain and despise the ending so much. And if they don't clean it up in 3, and I don't even think they can, I have no faith in 3 whatsoever, besides it being one of the most amazing games I played. Um, but yeah, it was, that ending had me so angry and so in my feelings that I almost just called the game absolute trash, even though I enjoyed every aspect about the game all the way through until that point. And it was just a story point. It wasn't even a gameplay. Like, I loved the battle at the end. The battle was phenomenal. The boss battle was super long, super fun. I had a blast playing it. Um, Loved what they did with it, but it was the very end of the game that I was story wise that I was like, and that ruined almost everything for me. But I was able to get over my feelings, and so it gets the legendary tag. And then as you can see, right, so you have to do the same thing with the dislike. You double tap it. Good and decent, they're just good and decent. There is no in between on those. And you can see I can wish list it, I can backlog it, right? I can say I'm continue to play it. Even though I'm still playing it, I've already beaten it, right? I can pause it and I can quit. But I've beaten the game, so you see that star, right? I can show the collections that it's in. It's in my top 10. It's in my 2024 finished games. It's in my 2024 top 10 games. So 3 collections it's in, and I can add it to a new collection if I want it. I can rate it on other platforms. You can also see the other fuses, and like, this app is fairly new, so it's not like millions and millions of people on here. I think a couple thousand at this moment. It's really fairly new. I don't think it's been out for a year or two, and I don't even think that many people know about it. So I wanted to put the word out on it. You got 31 people that put it in their top 10, 62 people playing it right now, 72 people beat it, 32 people wish listed, and 27 backlogged it. And so you can, go through and you can see all the reviews, you can see the collections, you can see the hours and achievements and who it's by, the release date, all this stuff. Like, I think it's pretty cool. The media adaptation of it, videos, and then similar games. You know what I mean? Like, I think this is just an amazing thing. So even if you wanted to continue figuring out and finding games just like it, they help you out with that. So it could be liked and commented on. Um, and like I said, you can, like, you could put up there what you're playing. And you can see by the green controller that I'm still playing these games, right? And as you can see, I haven't taken out because I'm still playing Siege and Fog. These are like, the long-standing games. So the generational passing games where it can go further than generations, and I think that's really really cool. So um, like I said, Edge of Eternity, Hot Wheels, and Tim for sure will be off this list before the end of the year, and they will have a star to say that they're beaten. You can see my backlog. I got 105 games, and if you don't see a rating on it, it means I haven't even played it at all. But I bought it, I own it, and I still haven't got to it. So these are games that I'm interested in finishing and playing at this current juncture. My wish list is from my PlayStation wish list, my legit PlayStation wish list, but you can also see Fable. Okay, I'll play that on my gaming laptop. I got a really old gaming laptop, but it still works. So I play Fable on that. It'll probably barely run, but I'll be happy. Um, Expedition 33, I will switch to PlayStation now. I know it's day and date with PlayStation. I know I got Infamous, but it does say Infamous 4. That's because I had such a disdain for Ghost of Tsushima, not because it was a bad game, but because I really wanted another Infamous. The PlayStation 5 Infamous was okay, but it wasn't back to cold. You know what I mean? I kind of wanted it. I don't know. I wanted another Infamous game where it wasn't like a launch title. It felt like the first Infamous was a good game, but it felt a job like Rush no others. So that's just me wish listing something that doesn't exist. You know what I mean? And hoping that it does come in there. But you see, I got uh, Nintendo, mainly PlayStation games, because that's preferably where I play at the most. I got PC games. So it's not like I'm only PlayStation, but I'm primarily going to play on PlayStation. If I have a choice, I'm playing on PlayStation. Switch has particular games I like to play on it. But and I pretty much own a lot of the Switch games, so I don't have to wish list what I want for Switch. Um, and then the biggest list, and this is the funnest list, and this is where it's going to be in the thousands for sure. Games that I rated, not all games that I beat. You can see the stars, lets you know that's beat. You can see the 10 by the Final Fantasy 7, lets you know it's in one of my collections. But as you can see, I got games that I dropped. From the PlayStation 1, I got Earthhander, and I didn't really drop the game. I just never owned it. I had played it on a demo disc. If y'all remember when you can get the demo disc out of the magazines and stuff, yeah, I had this demo disc. So I played the mess out of that demo disc over and over, and I loved the game. But at the time on my PlayStation 1, I was a young teen. I was working, playing sports, dealing with girls, and I was still living, so I didn't spend a lot of my money on gaming as much as I wanted to. Now, I did spend my money on gaming, don't get it twisted, but I didn't buy a lot of games that that wasn't like within the field of like RPGs and sports at that current juncture, because that's primarily what I played. So, I just got put on the Einhander, got put on the back burner. That's just what it is, Square Enix, I pretty much, that's a Square Enix game too. I bought the bouncer, and it was okay. It was a decent game, but yeah, you can see all these games I played. Not all of them I beat. Some of them I dropped. You can see a lot of the Xbox games 2 and 3. No need to lie. We already looked at the achievements. You can see I didn't beat it. I think I might have actually beat 3. I would have to go back to my achievements and look. I think I actually might have beat 3, but I know I beat 1. You know what I mean? But that's Xbox, so I can say, hey, I beat it. But you wouldn't be able to verify that unless I like did a video showing on my Xbox that I beat it, which I don't have anymore. So yeah, that's a dead notion. Jade Empire I didn't own. So yeah. Bottom line is, you can come in here and check out my stuff if you care to. My list is long. You can see how my list varies and how I play pretty much anything and everything. I play on all systems. If they interested me, if they got enough games, can't just be one, but if they got enough games that I am enthralled with and really want to play day and date, then I will get that system for it. Xbox has not been that for me as of the last 2 generations, and I might pick up a Series X whether people hate it or not, just because I want South by Midnight and Fable, and Xbox is about to go on, to me, a decent run of good games. I don't care about really too much out of that. Clockwork Revolution, not interested. I don't like first person like that, and that's like Xbox's thing. So that's a big reason why I haven't been on the Xbox really primarily the last 2 generations, because they don't have a big selection of strategy RPGs, and you would think that they would do RTSs, being that they're Microsoft, and they don't even do that much. So but with South by Midnight and Fable in itself is enough for me to probably pick up a Series X and start running. I'm not a PC dude, so I don't care that Xbox is trying to push everybody to PC. But yeah, that's all I wanted to say. Thank you, Crystal Toast, for introducing me to this amazing app. She's amazing, and I think you guys should check it out. Just all kinds of different things. to do and interact. But the conversation is just different on this app, and I would like it to stay the same. So if you join, leave your console warring somewhere else so that on X, and come over here and um just enjoy the conversation about gaming without having all the drama.